Welcome to the International Labour Organisation's regional workshop on quality apprenticeships and work experience measures. My name is Dara. Joining me today on the panel are three people from the government, employer and employees. So first I've got Mr. Tui Tutu, who's from Fiji and he's representing a government organisation. Mr. Ubaid Osmani is from the Employers Federation of Pakistan, and Mr. Kimran Kui is from Cambodia and he's representing employees or trade unions. Welcome to the panel. Do you agree that apprenticeships are the best way to ensure an easy transition from school to work? We'll start with you.
Yes, the government's view is that it is a way forward for the youths to and for the employability and for the nation as a whole.
Okay.
Yes, I agree. I think apprenticeship is the best model for training, and as he has very rightly said, it's a win-win situation.
Kimran, when you graduated from university or high school, did you ever think about taking up an apprenticeship as a young person? Was that something that you ever, did you know about it?
Yes, actually I have thought about an internship or apprenticeship since I was in the university as well, not just wait until I graduate. And I think because we use the word intern, the popular one in Cambodia here, and we don't know much about apprenticeship before, because we consider like apprenticeship we refer to kind of blue collar job, something like that in Cambodia. So we use the term internship in Cambodia. And yeah, I do agree that apprenticeship is kind of a win-win solution, as long as the right of the worker or employees are protected.
Somehow the employers and the trade unions and the government, all three of them, they don't want to take the steering seat, and they want to take the back seat of the in the case of apprenticeship, and they want to be laid back, and they want others to take responsibilities, and they want to delegate the responsibility to others. So why is that? A, and B, mostly apprenticeship is considered as a blue collar area, like it is considered good for blue collar jobs. So how to remove the stigma, and how can we move towards the improve its social recognition?
I'll set it up. Do you agree with that? Do you agree that as the government, employer and as the employee or trade union, nobody's taking responsibility?
It comes to who starts it off. Okay, as a government, they're at the top, but someone has to initiate it and really ensure or enforce that it goes right to the top.
The employer has its own responsibility, and so is the government and the trade unions. So insofar as the employers respond, we take full responsibility for that. I think the issue has been put to the back burner. It has never been realized, at least in some of the developing countries, the benefit of the apprenticeships. Now there is a need of not only social dialogue between the partners, but also some sort of creating awareness and also imparting dignity and reputation to them.
As an employer, do you see the benefit of an apprenticeship?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't we start from our common interests? We have to realize that the growth of youth population is quite high in some countries, and we have to protect our children, our young generation, to have more decent and better jobs. And I think apprenticeship can be one of the most potential solution to do so.
Is that also a problem in Pakistan? Are apprentices seen as second-rate citizens or blue-collar workers, not as qualified as
Very
others?
much true. Very much true in Pakistan in the old scheme of things. That is why I say they are low-level skills. You don't find apprenticeships in IT, in paramedical trade professions, things like that. The professions which are better paid and more respected, and it is simply considered as apprenticeship for the workers. So that is one of the reasons that the perception in Pakistan under the old law, the new law is now will be changing this perception, very much there. The new law is now meant not only for the high school, but also for graduates and postgraduates.
As we are young, we are wondering how you can ensure that the apprenticeship program meets the needs of everyone, I mean the young people. How can you ensure that the apprenticeship programs that you design meet the needs of those populations, of the young people?
Actually, can I put that question back to you? As a young person, what would be your ideal apprenticeship program? You tell them.
I would say that there needs to be a real consultation platform or linkage between youth representative dialogue with the employer and the government. So it has to be set up like that.
If you could design your perfect apprenticeship program, what would it look like? Would it involve money? Would it be in the final year of university? What would it look like? Just like what would be some points? Because you did some volunteering work. What would you like to see differently? Would you have liked to have gotten paid for that?
This one, I mean, how the young people should be involved in the whole process, of designing the program. During the designing of the program, there should be youth representative, and then monitoring, implementing, so that this program works representatively to the young people.
For me, the ideal apprenticeship program, it should be involved from all parties. And the government should ensure that this program exists, and the employer should implement the program, and employee will involve in this program, and make sure that the employee is really get some kind of small benefit, like paid some small amount of money, and also get some opportunity to build their capacities.
And I understand that there's a lot of costs involved in creating an apprenticeship program, and I'll let you respond to that as a young employee. But when they say it's cheap labour, they're not referring to the costs of creating an apprenticeship program. They're referring to the salary that is paid to an apprentice. The idea that an apprentice does not deserve to get paid the same as other employees, but rather they deserve a stipend or pocket money. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree. Because we are just we don't have skill, and we come here to learn, to get the benefit, to build the knowledge. So as long as we get some benefit to support us, like the stipend or some kind of support, other support, that would be enough. But it should not be long.
How do you then try to find support in terms of financing to support your programs in terms of ensuring quality apprenticeship?
If I mentioned earlier, first about the private sector, I would try to make them to see that apprenticeship is a kind of investment for them. And the second, I would go to the government, because the government should play an important role in ensuring the budget available for young people, because we are the next generation of leaders, and we also are the economic manpower as well for the future. So the government should also pay.
Quality of apprenticeship in your country, and how many percentage that your country can achieve this quality of the apprenticeship program, and if it is in the high level, so how can your country develop it, and if it is the low level, so why don't we improve it more?
Okay, as we all know, we're going with time and the technology. Of course, improvements have to be made. Especially now, one of the issues we are dealing with is the attitude of this generation. In previous years, let's say 10 years down the line, it was a different situation, but now we have this issue. And we have to improve the way we run the apprentice to suit the attitude of
the younger people
of this generation.
So maybe using technology a bit more, and incorporating that.
In Cambodia, it should be improved, and it should be improved a lot. And I just noticed that the trend to start for the implement of apprenticeship. Like in some school, they offer like kind of internship program in order to finish their degrees. And I'm happy that the government has put apprenticeship program into the labor laws, and also noticed some company they started a kind of this program already. So we see the sign of improvement. So we need something more.
One word. How would you describe the apprenticeship schemes in your country?
In one
One word.
word. One word.
Useful. Useful.
Useful. One word.
Yeah, useful.
Yes, for Cambodia, I would use the word young. Yeah.
If you had to do something when you go back home, how would you bring the sexiness back into the apprenticeship scheme? How would you make it appealing for the youth that that's my career choice, I'm going to go and get it? What would you do? One thing you would do?
To ensure that the benefit of the young people, I mean, of the apprenticeship is heard to the young people, that they really see the benefit of the apprenticeship. And I would encourage or suggest to the employers to open more opportunity for young people. When they see the opportunity, they can try it. So when they want to try, they can see the benefit. And at the same time, I would also suggest the organization, I mean the non-government organization, to work closely with the government to develop a kind of a clear guideline or framework for the implement of apprenticeship program in Cambodia.
I think we're going to leave it there. That's a great note to end it on. Can we please put our hands together for everyone here? Well done. Some really tough questions. Thank you, especially putting you on the spot. First one sitting closest to me. Thank you so much, you guys, and thank you to everyone who came up here and asked those questions. Really appreciate it.